Summer is always surprising me.
The reason why your life is falling apart is because you're not in alignment. But I have 3 things that I think will help you get into alignment, and it's super simple. However, I do say it's simple, not easy. They do take effort, they do take some upfront work, but once you get to that place where you're in flow, I promise you, you will not regret it. The 3 things that are going to help you get into alignment is knowing yourself, mastering your routine, and living purposefully. That simple, but within that, they each have their own little sub bullet points attached to them. First bullet point of knowing yourself is knowing when to lean into discomfort and when to relax and recover. Life is very much so about ups and downs. They're going to happen regardless. So you have to embrace those. But with that too, there comes a level of you actually pushing yourself to be and to become better. But there also comes a point within that journey where you're just like, this is a little too much for me. I cannot handle what's going on. And set your ego aside and take a break, relax, and recover. And then pick back up. It may not be at the same speed that you left off at, but you're picking back up. And the breaks will just be like a temporary break from things, just to let you clear your head, gain clarity, do a little bit reassessing, and then pivot if need be, or to put in more effort. Next thing is going to be values and core beliefs. Really want you to sit down and write down what your values are and what your core beliefs are right now at this point in life. I value family time. I value honesty. I value putting forth the effort. I value not succumbing to instant gratification and being willing to let the journey play out, because I know that the journey, the way that it ends, is going to be in my favor. And the last subtopic of knowing yourself is exploring your passions. So if you don't know what your passions are, you're probably going to have to spend a little bit of time doing a few different things and then taking mental note of the things that bring you joy. So then once you know what those in, you do need to schedule those in on a bi-weekly or a monthly basis, because those are the things that energize you. Those are the things that allow you to keep doing the mundane side of life, the routine side of life, because you get to sprinkle in something that you are truly passionate about. So don't ignore that side of things. Don't become so fixated on always trying to be and become better that you don't allow yourself the luxury of tapping into your passions. The second thing that I mentioned was mastering your routines. Routines. They're going to save you every time. Having a routine does put you in a state of flow. You guys ever noticed how when you don't get to do something that's in your normal daily routine, how you feel off? In order to master your routines, you have to structure your day in a way that you're not fighting with time. And what I mean by that is that you have to know what's going on throughout your day so that you can schedule in things when they best suit your schedule. Not necessarily when you want to get them done, but when you actually have the time to do certain things. But structure is going to be key. When you're all over the place, you don't know what time you're going to the gym, you don't know what time you're getting off of work. Like, you don't really know anything besides you got up, you went and did stuff, and you came back home and went to sleep, because everything else is just like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So you have to take the time to schedule in the things, because if you don't do it, it's not going to get done. And this is definitely one of those things where you have to take accountability for the way that your life is, and then start doing the things and taking the steps to make your life be the way that you want it to be. Point B of mastering your routines is going to be prioritizing things and eliminating distractions. Everybody wants your time. Your job wants your time. Your family wants your time. Your friends want your time. The TV networks want your time. The different social media platforms want your time. But you also have to understand the things that are distracting you and preventing you from becoming that person that you know that you're meant to be. And distractions could be something as simple as doom scrolling. Distractions could be self-sabotage and then kind of get off track, which distracts you from reaching the end goal. Distractions could be people in your life. Actions could be the different type of vices that you have. Is it betting, which is a form of gambling? I don't know. You doing all this betting, you watching all these games, As I said, I don't know. Last thing when it comes to mastering your routines is be patient. You're trying something new. You're figuring out what's working, what's not working, what you're going to keep, what you're going to get rid of. It's not going to happen in a month. It may not happen in 2 months. At the end of 3 months, you just might start seeing a little bit of progress, and that's okay. And when it comes to mastering routines, as well as setting goals, I'm going to throw that in there. I had to sit down and ask myself, is the goal to master the routine or reach the goal? Or is it to do it in a certain amount of time? Every time I'm going to go with it is to complete the things. If my goal is to become debt free, so yes, I would like to become debt free within the next year and a half. But if it didn't happen within 2 years, I'm still happy that it happened. And I have to be okay with what life throws my way and just keep pushing forward. But I guarantee you, all the little obstacles that come up along the way serve a purpose in whatever journey you're on. So allow yourself that time to be patient in order to master whatever routine it is that you're trying to master. Last point I have here is living purposefully, living in the moment and finding joy in the everyday things. So whether that's getting out in nature, whether that's reading a book at home, whether that's going on a solo date, whether that's just something as simple as lighting a candle, stuff that you can do in the comfort of your own house. Yes, there's stuff that you can do outside of the comfort of your own house, such as traveling, having expensive dinners, or doing whatever it is that you like to do, but just make sure that you find joy in those things. And I say have things outside of the house as well as things inside of the house, because sometimes you can't go outside. You in the house today. The last part that I want to touch on a little bit more is just being in a state of flow. So I'm going to pop this up on the screen real quick. I thought it was an excellent diagram of depicting of what it means to be in a state of flow, and I feel that I'm just starting to build certain momentum and get to the point where things are starting to flow for me on a more consistent basis. I'm still facing a little bit of friction, but I'm gonna let that deter me. I'm gonna keep working at it. I'm gonna keep chipping away at it until it's a natural process for me. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you did. I do put out videos like this on a monthly basis. My other videos throughout the month usually consist of faith, fitness, and finances. But we are definitely at that time. We're definitely towards the end of the year. We're definitely at a point where we could make long lasting life changes. But it doesn't happen unless you do the work. You have to do the work. And I feel that that's going to be the answer to anything in life that you want to happen. You have to do the work first before you start reaping the rewards and seeing the benefits of what putting in the work and sticking to it until you get the desired outcome, what that truly means. Since we're talking about alignment, I do want to throw in a quick book suggestion. I listened to this on Audible. It was about an hour long, and it just gives you 6 key principles to get yourself in alignment. I want to thank you so, so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. And as usual, take time to enjoy your own journey. And I will catch you guys in the comments into the next video. Bye.